All right, folks, it's Mr. E from 514 Tarot. I am here on the top of a building where my little palapa is. I live up here, a little open air palapa. It's very small, kind of above the street noise. You're still going to hear Spanish, dogs, all kinds of things. This is Mexico, and yeah, this is my studio now. Today is March 15th. One of my dearest brothers in the world, the King of Cups. It's his birthday today. Also, this man right here, Supertramp the Hermit. My birthday is tomorrow, the Fool. I also appear with Supertramp on the Six of Swords. So we got a 9, a 6, a 0, so 609, and the King of Cups. So we're looking for these in the read today. I'm going to do a short little pull. It'll be a what's going to happen in the last part of the zodiac astrological calendar. In other words, on the 20th we turn into Aries. We're going to have a new moon shortly thereafter, right there, and we're going to move into a whole new arena. Right now the astrology is difficult. This is going to be a week of tumultuousness. I'm in Mexico riding out the storm down here. And if you haven't seen my blog or any of the new art I'm doing, go see the website at agent444.com. My intention today is to send a birthday message out to all Pisces in the world, especially those that are in the last part of the zodiac at the very end. We are the Pisces is the most mutable of all mutable, go with the flow kind of energies in the zodiac, and we play a very important role, as does every single sign. So I'm a triple Pisces. And anyway, I love what I do. I'm glad you're with me. Let's see what the cards have to say for us today. See if we can pull our good friends whose birthday is today. Usually we are having a big party at the River House. This will be the first year in 12 years I have not had a birthday with my community and with these two gentlemen who really, let me tell you something. Two people. It's not just two people. These are two people that have stuck with me through thick and thin, especially Supertramp. Oh my gosh. We once quarantined ourselves in a mansion in a gated community. What's the term they call that when you live somewhere without a lease? Squatting, yes. Garrett started the Kiva Center, named after my dog, with a couple other beautiful lovelies from the River House community. And those guys are still doing great things. I've been in communication with them this week, and hopefully I will today. And so far, it looks like we got a very interesting read. Oh my gosh, it doesn't get any better than this. Although there's one card I have some questions about. And now we're going to draw the outcome card. Holy smokes, how does that happen? How does that happen? How does that happen? Anyway, today is BS report number 153. Number 153. We've been doing this for a while. I've slowed down over the last year while my life has gone into a reconstruction of sorts. And here I am. And that's all we can say. I said to somebody yesterday, his birthday was yesterday, my good friend Pembroke, who's not in the deck. I called him, actually his birthday is the 13th. I said, Pembroke, I don't know. I have no idea where my life is going right now. He said, none of us do, Mr. E. None of us do, and isn't that the truth? I mean, if you look at the larger scale of things, all of us are having questions. I've just recently built a big altar on the beach. I've been building it every day for about a month. I've got all these people coming. If you haven't seen the videos and stuff, go check them out. It's really an amazing thing, you know. Everywhere we go, there we are, and I wrote about it in a blog. And we are really in beautiful times right now. It may seem like there's all kinds of craziness, but if you take your attention off of the world, you pull yourself out of dark media and competitive themes, and just really learn to be with yourself and love with yourself. There's never been, and right as the possibilities card pops out, there's never been a greater moment in all of our history to transcend the mundane and to step into our power and build a compassionate reality together. Seems crazy, I know, but you know, I've been saying the same thing for a long time. I'm not going to stop beating my horn just because everything seems to be going awry. No, trust your magic. says Saint Germain. Now, Saint Germain rarely comes up in a read, rarely, and when he does, it's time to pay attention. We did not pull any of the cards that I showed you. The guidance card came out, which is the High Priestess card for Saint Germain. Wow. I'm just going to put all the cards out, give you a little message. 5:14 on the clock. How about that? 5:14 on the clock. I guess we'll take, oh my goodness, look at that. And now for the outcome, to see where this read is taking us, what message it has for Pisces birthday, for Pisces time. And wow, this card keeps coming up. It has shown up over and over and over. This is in the clarification side. Okay, let's see what we got. By the way, I'm totally available for readings and all kinds of things. Wow, are we doing amazing work on the Monday night calls. Please join us for that. We have our mystery school. There are some amazing things happening, and I would love to hear from you collaboratively, or for need of healing or introspection, or however you feel guided to reach out. Okay, so let's talk about where we are right now. It is the 15th of March. We're in a difficult astrological week. It's going to clear up this weekend, and all of a sudden we're going to switch into the calendar, the brand new astrological calendar, and the way that all the planets, without getting into details, is a very exciting time. But hold tight for a couple of days. Let's get through this week and see where it goes with us after the new moon. Excuse me, but while in Mexico, yes, the central focus of our read, folks, is the 9 of New Earths. Now, in our card deck, we have 5 suits. As far as I know, it's the only playing card deck, tarot deck in the world that has 5 suits. Hence the name 514. That means 5 suits, 14 cards each in the tarot deck. So we have a new suit, and it's called the New Earth suit, because we're here to create a new Earth. We're not, the old games had predictable outcomes of division and rivalry and competition, all that kind of stuff, and we see that playing out. So we added a 5th suit into the card game, and this 5th suit gives us new opportunities, new ways to look at things. So the 9 is a number of completion, but it's a completion about individuality. This is the person, the people that are feeling resonance with this read. This is a time for you to recognize and the divinity within, the master spark within that is guiding you on your journey, and it is creating for you everything that you need to experience. It's when we rest in this power and we recognize that whether we're with the crowd or standing behind the crowd, we can shine our light in the darkest of times and be in our power no matter what our circumstances are. Okay, create a new reality from within. It's very similar to the High Priestess card in a lot of ways. And what we get to clarify is the Adventure card, which is I believe that would be the Knight of Wands, which is fast-moving energy and adventure. So it's like, okay, we're going on an adventure, folks. We're going on an adventure to see how powerful we are. Not power in over, but how much power can we retain for ourselves, and without doing a whole lot, really create a beautiful life and share that with others. Okay, so the next thing comes up, two cards right in a row, very interesting. I'm just going to put them up right in a row because I think they're related. One's the 6 of Cups upside down, and the other is the 2 of Coins right side up. The 2 of Coins comes out first, and the 2 of Coins is all about there's a choice to make. And the Patience card comes up in the clarifying, so it's like, be patient with the choice that's coming up. And I think because it's the moon, it's almost like she knows she's pregnant. She doesn't know what the baby's going to be, boy or girl. Is it going to be, what's it going to look like? What's it going to be like? All the rest of it. It's going to be a baby, we know that, but, what's the quality of the health? What's the quality of of all of it, It's that unknown, and it's the patience to make a decision when you can feel like something's being born, but it hasn't quite arrived yet, but you can feel everything changing around you. So it's like, take time, don't rush into any decisions, perfectly in alignment with the astrology for this week. Okay, so now then we get the 6 of Cups upside down. This is the Karmic Relationship Soulmate card. Okay, Karmic Relationship Soulmate card. So when I see the Six of Cups coming up in upside down, and all my cards in the deck are right side up, so when one comes in upside down, I know we need to pay attention to it. And so this is kind of like the return of a soulmate, the return of a situation, the return of somebody that you're karmically connected with, beautifully connected with perhaps, that has maybe given you some trouble, maybe given you some enlightenment, maybe given you some love. But seems like a situation is going to come back, and it says the number 2 possibilities card. So that comes right after the 2 of coins, the 2 possibilities. This is the 2 of wands, so that's like a hot connection, really. Possibility of 2 in something returning, something coming back. The next card is the King of Daggers. So we didn't get the King of Cups, but we did get the King of Daggers. Our good friend Ivan there. Ivan is Cancer, so he is very much a water sign, so this might apply to you as well. But the King of Daggers is all about everything is perfect. If I look at the world and see imperfection, it's because imperfection is in my mind. And you can see the King of Daggers here. His art is perfect. That's the art he's creating. It's absolutely perfect. He's putting his name on it. He's putting his signature on it, saying, I did this, I claim this, I own this. I own that I can put beautiful things in the world because I see beauty in the world. And so it's saying everything is perfect. We live in God's universe, so it's much easier to order our mind to be in concert with what God has given us rather than what we perceive God should have given us. In other words, not arguing with reality, but accepting it as it is and taking the responsibility to get your mind and your communication right. And that always gives harmony. So that's a power. That's like a power complex. It's a power like a interpersonal power. And then Saint Germain comes out. Saint Germain, I'm the only one, I think, besides the Osho Zen Tarot deck that has a Master card in it. Number 22 in the Major Arcana is the highest card in the deck, and we'll have to listen to see what Saint Germain has to say. But what I feel like he's saying is, with this High Priestess card in the background, the guidance card. Oh no, it's not the High Priestess, it's the 3 of Coins. It's the 3 of Coins. It's when 3 people come together. It's when 3 people come together in a spirit of harmony, and maybe 2 go to 1 for guidance. And so I think what's happening here is Saint Germain is saying, trust your guidance, trust the people that come in, especially if they are a part of the magic of your life. Then we had the Harmony card a minute ago. Remember, on the King of Daggers, this is the Harmony card right there. It is the 10 of Cups. Well, here comes the 10 of Cups in our deck. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate fulfillment. Everything works out in the dream for you, and emotionally you are completely satisfied, secure, and feeling really strong and good in yourself, and so are the people that are around you. It's really a community card in a lot of ways. To clarify, that's 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands, which is the 3 of Wands, which is on the bottom of the deck today. So it's very much a card about, hey, your ships are coming in. The 4 of Wands is very much the integration card. It's the participation card. It's the everything coming together from all different regions. It is the bringing together. A lot of people say that's the Twin Flame card, Soulmate card in the deck, and then the Traveling card. This is happening real fast. So I'm seeing a lot of speed in this read, because remember, we had the 9 of New Earths with the Knight of Wands, the adventure card coming right out with the empowerment. Now we have the wish fulfillment coming out with the 4 of Wands and the 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands under the deck. This is like fast. There's a lot going to happen in the last 3 or 4 days. Don't do a lot. Let the game come to you. Act on your intuition and follow your guidance, and you'll find it'll work out impeccably. Our outcome card is the Sacred Union, the Lovers card. Unbelievable. The Lovers card. And interestingly enough, I just got a text from somebody who just pulled the Lovers card and said, hey, I pulled the Lovers card the day before your birthday. So, the outcome is the Sacred Union. Now, I don't know, maybe all of us, maybe most of us, but I feel like a lot of us want, to have that partner that's your best friend, that you do things with, that you love being with, that you're excited to be with, and your loyalty is there not because of agreements made, but just because it's just the way you are, and the way you are as a couple brings you together to do something beautiful. Underneath it, however, is the politics card, the 7. And this is an ugly card. The 7 of daggers in my deck. It's the lying, cheating, and stealing card. It is almost in every tarot card, but can also mean clever thinking, or someone's about to make a play to be in a relationship, or to take the relationship that you have to a deeper level, make you an offer. Interesting sort of read. On the underneath all of it, is the 8 of coins, which is work on yourself, work on your gifts. This is what's happening. And the 3 of wands, underneath it, the experiencing card. So it's like, as we experience, focusing on our gift, we're going to see a sacred union come together within ourselves first, and then with another, if that's what we want. But it's about deepening relationships. First card, all about deepening the relationship with yourself. The 9 of new earths. No matter where I stand, in the back of the crowd, with the crowd, I'm never alone. I'm always happy, not because of anything other than I have chosen to be. And the wisdom oracle card comes out and says, yes, success is compassion. That's Moses. He found 11 commandments. We only know about 10. All those are don't do this, don't do that, and the 11th is really the only one that matters, which is success is compassion. Compassion is success. That's the message. If you can get that, you'll never want for anything in your whole life. It'll all come to you. So then we have this choice to make. It's like the choice to make. It's going to take some patience. Somebody's pregnant. We're pregnant. An idea. Somebody's coming forward. An offer's coming forward. Something's about to happen. We can feel it, but we don't know what it is. And the card comes out, says, what wants to happen? Dive into the mystery, into not knowing, and become what wants to happen. Become what is choosing to be born in the moment, what before this moment did not exist. So when you're patient, you let the choices come to you rather than wrangle them out in your mind, amazing things can happen. Okay, so then we got the soulmate returning, the karmic relationship, the karmic situation coming back to explore possibilities maybe. I don't necessarily see like an I'm sorry situation here, but a lot of times that's why they would come back if there was some kind of turmoil in the rear view mirror. And this says, first, after all, aren't we naked underneath, people? Mr. Skeleton with the wisdom, he's saying, it really doesn't matter. None of it really matters. None of it matters what happened back there. None of it matters what happens. Just be with life. Don't press anything. Allow life to come to you. Explore the possibilities. Let the decision even make itself. And then the King of Daggers. This is somebody standing in their power. Somebody who knows what they want. They're happy, and they're gonna stand for nothing but their happiness. And then the card comes out, which is called Build a Bridge. Build a bridge. Build a bridge. Build a bridge. In other words, if somebody does return and it's a difficult conversation, or if you find yourself in a difficult situation, build the bridge rather than try to solve the problem. That's what the King of Daggers is saying. A lot of times we get, we can be walking down the street and bump into somebody who has something going on, and they think we did something or looked at them funny or something like that. It's like, before we try to fix the problem, build a bridge. Look them in the eyes. Introduce yourself. Say hello. How can we do this? Saint Germain. What's the wisdom card for Saint Germain? And it is, there is only one voice and one choice. Like, there is only one choice and one voice. And we know, folks, when we're listening to the one choice, one voice, that's our intuition. And Saint Germain says, if you open to me, if you open to the Ascended Masters, if you open up to the Brotherhood of White Light, that's Yogananda, it's Christ, Saint Germain, several others in there. There's only one voice, one choice. In other words, when we listen to the one voice, when we take the guidance that's being given to us by our higher selves at all times, we discover that there's only one path for us. There's only always been one path for us, and all of our double-mindedness was for naught. And it's just like, we don't have to have a double-minded. We don't have to decide. We don't have to need to know where to go. It's like, when we're struggling with choice, if we ask the question, what wants to happen, and listen for the answer, we're going to get the answer, says Saint Germain. Now for the 10 of Cups, which this is like fast-moving soulmate energy coming back around to bring happiness. Keep following the choices that feel right. In other words, we all have desires, fantasies, ideas about how we want the earth, how we want our life, how we want other people to show up, how we want our homes to look, how we want our friends and children and things to act. But this says, just keep following the choices that feel right. Simplify your life. It's going to make you very happy. Simplify your life. It's going to make you very happy. It's going to bring to you a sacred union with yourself that I'm looking at this politics card is happening behind the scenes. There's something happening behind the scenes for you. Anybody that's resonating with this message, something about love, something about sacred union, something about a return to the sacredness. And yes, giving and receiving are one and the same. Giving and receiving. Interesting. Gemini card, giving and receiving, one and the same. The great lesson of love that the earth is trying to teach us, and giving and receiving are one and the same. That's not political. It's almost interesting. It's like, why would the Seven of Swords be clarifying that? And on the bottom of the deck, we have, are you open to the possibility of magic? Are you open? Are you open, folks? I'm not saying do you believe in magic. I'm saying, are you open to the possibility of something happening for you so miraculous, so beautiful, that it blows you, not only your mind, but everybody's mind around you, and their heart's open too? We are all entitled to miracles. Every single one of you. God bless my good brothers, Stephen and Garrett, today on your birthdays, and myself tomorrow, and anybody else who's having a birthday, and anybody else who's watching that. God bless. Have the most fabulous day ever. Great things are coming for us all.